Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will come out first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prince. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So North Texas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Oh, better look out. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. North Texas comes to the line on third and short. To the air, it's Holman. And they fail to hook up on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. Gets some yardage and gets down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. Now on the move. Shoots his way for more. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Give to the back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Dropping back, it's Holman. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Mean Green. A great catch and run for 6. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Holman. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He's got it down the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Red Wolves come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's John. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Trying to keep this drive alive. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Cummings. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Prince. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Looking to throw, it's Holman. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. Tackled there by the defense. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Cummings. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. Looking to pass, it's Holman. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Complete on 3rd down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. North Texas will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's Cummings. Going to try to get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Memphis. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Caught in the backfield. It's Prince. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Cummings. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. North Texas comes to the line needing just a few inches to convert on third down. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. North Texas will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Fires downfield. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Under fire. And the ball's out and they're after it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw, it's Holman. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. North Texas to the line with a mile and a half to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little...
Turning it on! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. To the air, it's Holman. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Caught behind the line. It's Prince. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Red Wolves want to move quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Cummings. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Cummings. Under fire.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The give to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is in the air. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. He'll start this drive firing, using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Unloads to the wideout. And his first throw here is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback moving. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.